All right, guys, what's going on? Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it. I'm recording this because my nephew Nathan is in FSU up in Tallahassee, and he's asked for help. So appreciate you guys coming and supporting what we're doing here. His side control sucks, so hopefully you guys can improve your game too. So I'm going to be going over top side and bottom side. I think top side's important because you need to know how I do things so that you understand why I do things differently on bottom. Okay, so that's why I'm going to go over top real quickly. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on top. Can I get you, or are you? Is your guy? I just don't feel great. I don't know what you say. All right, guys. So first thing to know, when you pass someone's guard, I think most people will probably say, like, at least most of the people I talk to are going to say this is sort of the gold standard of side control here, right? Having a head and arm, squeezing, putting pressure. And in my opinion, this is not a great control position. This is more like a submission position to go into a submission. Eventually, if he's good, he's going to figure out a way to get his frame in. Put your arm frame in. Yep. You see all the hip movement? I'm not controlling his hips at all. He's going to be able to frame me away and get his hips in, concave his body, and eventually, no matter how hard you hold him here, this is not a good strategy for you to have, okay? And what makes it worse too is that most people teach from escaping that position to begin with, okay? And they end up having sort of the traditional frames here and here on me, which is what I want him to do. If I pass someone's side control into their side control, I want his frames to be exactly where they are because he gives me what I want, okay? He's giving me head control and he's giving me hip control, okay? By far, the most important thing you can do in side control is have head control, period. I don't want him to ever be able to wrestle up. I don't want him to turn into me. I don't want to have any ability for him to be able to move his head towards me, okay? And I want hip control. So my posture on top, the way it looks is my elbow is controlling his hip. I usually create some sort of wedge here on the mat. My right leg is on his hips, and my left hand is somewhere near his head, okay? I reinforce it by grabbing the far side of his shoulder, okay? Sometimes I can reach up underneath and put my hand on the back of his back, but I need to make sure that I have a strong grip here, okay? Because he could be able to push me away with his frames here and make a little bit of space, okay? So two things that I'm accomplishing here. I'm making sure he doesn't turn into me, and I'm making sure he doesn't have the ability to bench press me away, okay? But look at his frames here. He's putting his hand on my hip and putting his hand on my chin. I know what he wants to do now. This is basically doing nothing but preventing me from going into north-south, right? Right, yeah, I can't go north-south, but he just gave me head control the entire time, which is exactly what I want. With my right hand, I do some early stage defenses, okay? So my right hand is basically not doing anything, make use of it, okay? So I come up underneath the elbow, all right? And this drives my elbow into the mat where I want it to begin with, okay? So it's keeping that pressure, ensuring that this left hand is out of play, or his left arm is out of play, okay? So if he tries to bring it back down, I just follow it. Even if it does slip down right here, I keep my hand sort of this C-cup grip on his forearm here. What I'm doing here is I'm preventing what I know what most people want is the underhook, okay? So if I just have it here, maybe he swims underneath and gets the underhook, okay? But if I just kind of anticipate things, I can just keep my hand here. So I know what he wants right here. I don't even have to grip. You can grip, but you're wasting energy if you grip. You just keep the C-cup, okay? All right. There's other things that I like to do too to prevent him from doing things. A lot of times too, people will try to turn into me, like they turn into me, like slowly. I can reinforce my, by this S grip here, my control of his head, all right? So a lot of guys like to dig with their right elbow and bring their knee and elbow together. I can reinforce this and prevent him from going for that stuff, okay? So what I want you to think about is, what is your opponent gonna do, okay? So the strategy from top is not about strength and pressure. You can add strength and pressure, but your strategy on top is to counter whatever his movements are, okay? So I know, having done this a million gazillion times, that most people on the bottom are gonna wanna do 4 things to escape, right? If I ask you guys to think about what your bottom side control escape is gonna be, I bet you if I name 4 of them, all of them will, basically everyone thinks sort of like a Rolodex of moves. If I just name the 4 that people do, it'll probably be what everyone here does to escape side control from their back, which we're gonna be talking about this position here. So this is the position I never want you in, but this is where you'll find yourself with most people, is that they'll let you settle in on top and you'll get side control, and then they'll try to escape with 1 of 4 moves, okay? What's the most favorite thing that people like to do to escape? What's that? Underhook escape, right? So that's probably 60% of what everyone starts to think about when they're on bottom side. So if you know how to counter the underhook, you've pretty much stopped half of the game that people have. What's the next one? Shrimping your hips, getting your knees in. That's by far a very, very popular escape. He'll shrimp his hips and get his knees in. The other 2, I'll just go ahead and say what I see the most when I'm here is a near side underhook. So he'll take his right arm and go inside, and he'll do some sort of swiveling action, right? And try to get out that way, okay? The other one that people like to do is some sort of pushing on my armpit, or rolling mechanism. If you're really strong, right? Some sort of pushing mechanism to get them off, okay? So if I know that he's gonna do one of those 4 things, because that's generally what people have, period. Is there anything else that anyone has in mind that they do besides some exotic escape? I pretty much covered it all, right?
I tap a lot.
A tap a lot. Tapping will work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Octopus guard is something that'll generally happen if you throw your arm or if he forces the arm over. And octopus guard is really good, but the octopus guard is about turning into your opponent, which is what I want you to do anyway. So octopus guard is part of the strategy that you want to escape. But if I'm here, I'm controlling my opponent's head, right? He's gonna have to force my arm over to get that, right? But yes, that is a very, very good escape to have. But again, these, when you're on your back, and you'll see this. I'll go ahead and share something with you too that I find when I'm on top of somebody and I've countered all of their escapes, probably once or twice, they get frustrated and they don't know what to do, right? I fucking tried everything that I've been taught and nothing's working, right? And I'll realize this, I'm being on top, I'll realize it and I'll be like, okay, he's frustrated, I can see it, and so I won't touch him at all. I'll just come up in this position. And they don't escape. And they're like, I'm not even putting pressure on them, right? They'll do the underhook, slowly do your underhook. I'll just back up a little bit. Because I'm so high, his underhook doesn't work, right? He'll do a shrimp, and I'll follow him. That didn't work. He'll do a near side. That doesn't work, right? He does a push, that doesn't work because I'm so high on him. The reason why he's not escaping is because he's programmed to be on his back. That's the problem with his strategy, is that he feels like the only way he can escape is by doing his movements that are from his back. And then they're like, I'm screwed, I don't know what to do, I'm stuck here, right? All right, so we're gonna talk about how to counter each one of those moves real quick, all right? Because I don't wanna spend a lot of time here and you guys can work this for a little bit. But as long as you make it part of your muscle memory to counter each one of these movements, you're gonna see how easy they are to counter. Then you'll be able to control your opponent that has this strategy, which is like literally when I pass someone's guard and they let me settle in on top side control, one, either their jiu-jitsu is not very good, or two, and their strategy sucks, or they're just exhausted and it's a gift to me, right? It's like an early Christmas gift. So if you find yourself here and you know better, you're a dumbass. Because that's the only way I want to make sure you guys realize that. Ask yourself why you're on your back. If you're on your back, you should be asking yourself, why am I being a dumbass? Because it's only going to get worse for you. only. A good high-level guy like Bamboo is going to murder you for the entire time. If you're praying and hoping for an opening and wanting to get back, it's not going to happen. He's going to progress to a better position, or he's going to sub you. Okay, so, and I tell this to people all the time, but literally after I taught this series to them, I still find when I pass their guard, they lay to the back. Okay, so at the end of today, I want you guys to remember that this is not a good strategy for you, because I know the counters to everything that you're going to do. Okay, so let's first talk about the most important, or the most popular one, is the underhook. Okay, perfect. Go back again. What I like to do is I like to put a little bit of pressure on his arm, just with my hand or my shoulder. And by the way, guys, like if he comes in, a lot of times what I can do is I can catch, you guys have seen this before, I can catch his wrist with my shoulder. And right now I know he's gonna have a hard time escaping from this, and he's gonna have to use a lot of energy to move this arm. So you can use your sort of armpit right here to capture his wrist. And by the way, when I put pressure on someone's frames, whether I'm passing someone's guard or controlling them in side control, I'm looking for angles. Like, I'm not looking to go pushing into him, I'm looking to push down on him and into his wrist. So my pressure, he's gonna feel this, is gonna be on top of his arm and down into his wrist. Because you don't have any ability to push strong like this. You have the ability to push like that, okay? So, and by the way, don't ever do an underhook like some people do, like they come in like this and do it that way. Don't try to do that. The underhook should always start with your elbows, okay? If he does it with his hands, like, there's no way, I'm just gonna drop my shoulders and get it in. So he starts with his elbow, he comes in right here, and that's what he wants, okay? All right, so what all this is I feel it. I can feel it before I see it. So as I feel the arm moving, I underhook his leg. If you're not doing this, guys, this is gonna improve your side control literally overnight. You don't have, that's all you have to do is remember to put your arm between his legs. Now if he tries to throw me, throw me with the underhook. He can't throw me. How long will I stay here? Forever, right? I'm patient. I will stay here forever. If he moves his arm out, then I can move my arm out. Okay, just be careful. Like, go back again. He could potentially like pull your arm out and throw my head between your legs and catch a reverse, right? Just be aware of that. Keep your head down if you want to keep your arm between his legs, all right? So I'm here, I feel it coming. And why does this always work? Because they're not using the underhook correctly. And I'll show you how to use the underhook correctly later. And the other part is he has his feet on the ground. Okay, so there's always going to be space for me to get my arm through and under. There's never going to be a time, unless you do this right, for me not to do this. Like 99% of people are going to have this posture escaping with their underhook. So I'm here, I feel it coming. Boom, I'm here. He made it super easy for me. We talked about this yesterday. There are a lot of subs you can do from here. I can come in here, isolate the arm, do the old move that we talked about yesterday, or we can do just standard Kimuras, okay? But I'm not interested in that. You guys know that from me already, because I'm not interested in subbing you. I'm interested in dominating you. I want to wear you out, make you tired, progress to a better position, and at the very end, get you in a rear naked choke from back control, okay? It's probably not the most fun game for everyone to be playing with me, but that's what I like to do. In a self-defense situation, like, I want to be able to control and pin my opponent no matter what he does, okay? So that's the goal. All right, so again, we're here. He comes in for the underhook. Boom, I can do this. If you're a wrestler and you're late to the game, right? He goes to throw me, I shoot the Whizzer in, I go to north-south, and now he can't throw me anymore. Everyone already knows that, right? So the underhook is super easy to defend, okay? I'm gonna go through them all real quickly. You guys can work them all because they're super easy. This is probably the most detailed one, okay? All right, so the next one that everyone's gonna do is shrimp their hips. All I'm gonna do is gonna pop my hips forward. Okay, so the way this looks, I have control of his hips. I'm dropping my knee and then dropping my hips towards his hips. Okay, I already have hip control. He goes to shrimp, and I push myself into his hips. Try to get your knee in. There's no way you can get his knee in. I use my knees back out, and I dig back to get his knees. Okay, so this shrimp escape, if I'm up here, I can't do shit. He's gonna get his knees in. Okay, but when I'm down here, he shrimps his hips. He's not gonna be able to get the space that he needs. Okay. Now, the near side underhook, he shoots the near side your right arm.
Your other near side.
Yeah. This is super effective for a lot of people. Okay, so I do the same basic concept here. I use instead of underhooking the leg with my arm, I underhook the leg with my right knee. I come in, I use my right knee as an underhook, and I elevate my body in sort of this concave position, keeping my left hand in front of his head. Because he wants to rotate underneath me. He's got to rotate and get out the back door. Same way as an underhook. So I keep this on the ground, I keep him forward. I stay high on his wrist. If I'm low at the bend of his elbow, he's got a lot of leverage. If I'm high on his wrist, like this, and I keep him from rotating, he can't do the underhook escape. Okay? Keeping his knees together, making sure that I have the ability to keep my underhook. Because now if he tries to throw me, like he doesn't even want to, he's going to bring it back, right? Do you feel comfortable at all? No, he doesn't even want to. Okay? The last one is, because of the orientation of his arms, I know the only thing he's got, like especially if I'm blocking him here, if he doesn't shoot the near side and he doesn't have hip mobility, he's going to have to do some sort of push on me, right? Most people, what they do, especially if the arm goes over, they'll push me this way, or they'll push me in my chest right here and get out. A lot of people keep their hips flat. Like if I'm here in this position and the guy gets an underhook or that push on my, what he wants to do, don't do it yet, he wants to push me this way and he wants to shrimp his hips out this way. And generally the guy on top is going to do one of two things. He's going to keep his hips flat to the ground, so slowly do it. Boom, shrimp your hips. No, the other way. Yeah, and come up. Yeah, but you're going to have to keep this. Yeah, stuff like that. Okay, so what happened is I tried to use force on force. Keep your arm straight like this. He pushes me away, boom, push up, boom, and now I'm out because I'm trying to go force to force. He's got this fully locked structure on me and I can't get back into him. Or what you'll see a lot of times too from people is he'll push me and I'll end up rolling over because I allow my hips to turn instead of staying flat, okay? The problem with that though, with either one of them is I'm trying to go force to force against his arm, right? So instead, he has it right here. I know he's gonna push. All I have to do is go over or under. Most of the time it's under. So I allow his arm to push and I push myself underneath his arm, going into armpit exposure. So right here, he goes to push. Don't give him anything to push anymore, and I come underneath his arm, okay? Eric and Elliot are really good at finding ways to keep themselves low. Right here, little T-Rex arms, slowly push. You want to push my chest away, right? Get the hips in, whatever, yep. So for them, I have to go over. So try to go lower my chest, lower my chest. This is what they do. Right here, push. I'll go over their arms, okay? But either way, I'm not giving him the ability to bench press me. I'm coming under or over. Okay, real quick, and you guys are gonna practice these things. Okay, we're gonna let our opponent do all four things. We're gonna give him all the space that he needs to feel comfortable doing this. Your job is to have a quick muscle memory reaction, okay? So when you guys practice this today and for the next few weeks, your job is to be able to identify this before things happen, okay? So first he shoots the underhook, boom. Okay, one more time, go, boom. Okay, he goes for the hip shrimp. Go ahead, right here. Then maybe I can pull his elbow up, come back into guard, okay? He shoots the near side underhook, near side. Here, keeping this high, staying high on his wrist, okay? Maybe I'm like this or wherever. He starts to push me. I come up, lifting my shoulders, coming up underneath his arm. Okay. Remember, I'm not necessarily concerned about how you counter. You can come up with your own counters if you want. The goal is if he's on his back, he has really very limited movement. He's only got 4 moves that he can do. If you know what the counters are, you can predict what he's going to do. It's like I'm a mind reader. I can tell exactly what he's going to do before he does it. And if you're in front of him, it'll never happen. Any questions before we practice it? All right, let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. What's that, Russ? Good to see you, sir. Yep.
So specifically with Elliot, he normally pushes low, is what you're saying?
He pushes low.
And you go over.
I have to go over.
That's very interesting detail because that's probably the only escape he gets me with from bottom side. That one specifically.
And you can feel his arms getting into position. So you have to be like fully aware that when his arms are up, the only thing he's got is a push. So you know the only thing you need to do is go over or under. That's it. If you feel the arm comes under, then you know what to do. This arm under, you know what to do. And you feel the hip movement's really nothing.
Yeah, because I think that's the only escape that gives me trouble.
Yep,
bottom
that's
side.
it.
I got a couple cuts. I'm not gonna
Yeah, no worries.
I'm gonna walk around and just watch because that was some really good shit.
Awesome.
And you did it to me yesterday. One time, like, your chest was this high off of me.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Everyone falls in the same trap.
I hate you. Not only did I do it yesterday, I'm gonna teach it tomorrow.
There you go. Yeah.
It was 24 hours.
There you go. That's funny. Also, I know what you're doing, which is you've been doing this to too many people, and you're like, no one's countering it. I need to teach them all the counters. I mean, listen, everyone that I pass lets me settle in on top.
And then you're just gonna.
I know what they're gonna do, and so I just
do the same thing in MMA. I'm like, and if I'm doing the same thing to everybody in the gym for 2 months, like, listen,
you guys need to fix it.
Here's what I'm doing, guys, because it's not helping me get better.
Exactly.
What'd you do?
Oh, this is what you said.
So come back. I want your elbow all the way down here.
Right.
Okay. Perfect. Reinforce. What I do is I like to take my fingers and kind of grip onto like any shoulder bone or something like that right there. Yeah. Okay. So you're going to give him space. You're going to be nice and relaxed. Okay. You're going to shoot the underhook. Slowly shoot the underhook. Boom, and you're going to come under. Okay. Rep it again. Yes. One more time. What do you say with the elbow? Yeah, and we'll go over that in a second, okay? You're kind of reaching in a little bit, but you can because he's giving you space, so don't worry about it right now. Yes, exactly. Go back.
So you really want a windshield wiper through.
If he's holding you down, the only way for you to get your arm underneath is to start with sort of this lower forearm area of your body and concave your and I'll go over this in a minute, yeah. Okay, so now you're gonna control here, nice and relaxed. Both of you, you're going to shrimp your hips and you're going to drop your right knee to the mat as you bring your hips close to his hips. He shrimp. Okay, see how he beat you to that? Okay, so go back again. Now remember, because your arm is wedged here, you're going to feel this movement. And then you're going to, as soon as you feel the movement, you're going to drop your right hip. And dropping your right hip doesn't mean this. Okay? What it means is dropping your hips straight back and twerking. Yeah. Go ahead. So, do it again. Yeah, so here, boom, keep him tight. Boom. Go ahead. Yes. Shrimp. Yes, there we go. Do it again. Do it again, yeah. And faster. Do it again. Then you bring it, but don't sprawl like that. Okay? What I want you to do is boom, and keep your hips. Your hips should be married together. Yeah. Oh, he's going to try to touch his hip to your hip. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, go again.
Yes. Your job is to prevent him. Yeah. Exactly. And from there, we'll talk about it from there, but you'll start to see how you can start taking your knee once he's there and driving it forward and bringing it underneath. But really you're gonna find that most people, and then also they're gonna be using their elbow to try to wedge your knee up to get inside. You can just pull their elbows up, stuff like that.
Like you did here.
Yeah, just pull it up. Yeah, stuff like that. There's tons of ways to prevent the shrimping of the hips. But because you have hip control and you're not way up on the head and arm, you should be able to control his hips without even moving to begin with. So when I feel movement, I tighten my body, and he doesn't have any free movement. So let's sit here. Okay, go and trim.
Yeah, I can't. I have to do the press.
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead. Like if you're no, don't do any press. Do a shrimp. This is kind of what you did. And then you're fighting a little bit, right? So here, go ahead and trim and move. But I'm anticipating. I can feel it happen. So do it again. Right. So I'm fighting this, and if I need to, go ahead and strong. Boom. Yeah.
So you're kind of turning your body.
Yeah, just kind of, but I'm not doing this. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You're so tight that I wouldn't even bother trying to shrimp.
Exactly.
A couple times, and I'm like, I'm gonna move to this.
The thing is once you get good at it, you'll feel the torso and everything start to tense to move, and then your natural reaction is just you're not going anywhere, buddy.
Right.
And then you wedge it on the mat, and that's it.
And the hip thing is kind of the last resort.
The hip thing, I do both at the same time. So I prevent, and I can feel how much pressure you're gonna add. Right. So I tense, and then drop my hip if I need to. But most of the time, like, you get a good guy like Bamboo who's good at digging underneath with his elbow, because a lot of guys, they'll shrimp like this, and even though you've already got the hip there, they'll still try to push you up, right? So you've got it's a fight between two people, but I have the upper hand. Your elbow and knee connection is something that should never really happen. I have two arms too. I can start to use my hands to lift, dig up underneath, and not worry about, because you know what he's doing. So all you got to do is counter that movement, lift him up, or take the wrist, lift him up, whatever you got to do, and fight that. Okay?
Thank you.
Yep.
I went from 2 days of jiu-jitsu to making 6 in a row.
You're looking sore too.
One 2 days. I was like, listen, bro, I'm 41. I ain't doing 2 days anymore.
I used to do 2 days too, sometimes 3.
You gotta at least get me back into the. Dude, I've only been in the gym for like 4 months in the last 14 years.
Yeah,
so like my body getting back into it.
But you've been like doing things that most men don't even think about.
Punishment.
Yeah, like descending the military and doing your shit, man. And you got to have like well-roundedness, That's all I am is jiu-jitsu.
Well, so most military guys are absolutely atrocious at any kind of combative.
Oh,
so
I'm
trying to teach people to, we call it pucking, which is like personal under control.
Yeah.
Like you need to know how to retain people.
Yeah.
How can you not do this?
Yeah.
Like you don't know, like be at least a blue belt level of jiu-jitsu.
Right.
If you're a blue belt level of jiu-jitsu overseas, you're going to be the equivalent of being the only guy that understands jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
Is it that bad in the military?
Average guy, like a 150-pound Arab guy that's malnourished.
Yeah.
I'm 5 times stronger.
But the military, they don't have jiu-jitsu training now?
They are using crazy shit from like the 90s. They're still teaching like swim through the legs and close guard.
Oh, wow, yeah.
If you use anything from there, you're gonna die. I went with the entire basic class, 230 people in a row, and tapped everybody.
Really?
It was a 6-hour block.
Oh, my
They just
God.
cycled new guys on me the whole time. Because they were like, we're going to show how combatives works. And they just
to see what you at it?
I was like, I'm going to eventually get tired.
Right.
You guys are bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be able to at least tap 100 of you before I get tired.
Yeah, I know. That's funny.
It's kind of demoralizing.
Right.
Man, you guys have my back?
Yeah.
Call and get someone else. JR needs to come help me out.
That's funny. Hey, what's up? What's up?
I have a question real quick. For the first one, the regular underhook, and you're putting the hand in between the legs.
Yep.
So what would most people do in that position? And then are you recovering by putting that right arm like over the hips then, like take it out
Yeah,
from
so
the legs?
most people will try to throw you once or twice with the underhook and they realize it doesn't work.
Right.
And then they'll get frustrated because they've spent a lot of time trying to get that underhook. And so they'll leave it there for about 30 seconds and then they're like, okay, well, this isn't working. Then they'll pull it out. And so I time when they pull out the arm, I kind of pull my arm out at the same time and go right back to where I was.
Got it.
Or like if I'm interested in finishing the fight, I'll just go for the arm because you have the arm isolated there. I can just turn my hips facing the arm and focus on grabbing the arm. So it's up to you guys if you want to tap someone or not. But for me, I like to control people.
Yeah.
And like for you guys that are practicing, I would focus just on control right now, maintaining that, and then working towards a better position in like mount, right? Or nimble.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Hey, what's going on, bud? How you doing, bud? Yes, sir.
Hey, any way to get a copy of this thing?
Say it again.
Any way to get a copy of this thing?
Yeah, I'll upload it to YouTube and I'll send you the link. Yeah. Yeah, my nephew.
Yeah, I know. I
He's,
told him.
have you? Yeah.
He came to class over the summer.
Yeah. So I told him, I was like, all right, well, I'll make a video and show everything because he's like, oh, you never helped me. And I'm like, I've literally spent my whole life helping you, but I'll do this for you.
Well, good content for you. Good, whatever.
Yeah, that's funny.
He's only like 19.
I know.
Of course he sees stuff like that.
Of course he does. He does appreciate Jack. All right, guys, come on back. All right, so any questions, concerns about this? Do you have any issues with like what I talked about? Everything seemed to work okay on the counters? Okay, so hopefully what you guys can see from now is that the reason I'm able to control people, most of you guys know my game, I'm very patient. It's not because I'm putting pressure, it's because I know how to counter my opponent. And since I know my opponent's on his back, he really only has 4 things to do. If you counter them, you'll be able to control everyone. Most people I go to different gyms all the time and travel, they do the same shit over and over and over again. And yeah, I do apply pressure when I want to. Sometimes I just do it to just improve my game, but I don't need to. So if you're wasting energy on top, just kind of, bear hugging somebody, you're not doing good jiu-jitsu. Literally, like I said before, I can take all of my weight off my opponent and I promise you'll see this, especially newcomers, they won't know what to do. Their escapes don't work, okay? So with that in mind, you have to do something different, right? And I've told this to everyone, it's like, start turning off your back. Don't ever let someone settle in on side control. If they pass your guard and you know what's gonna happen, you've gotta start escaping as it happens. Either turning into your opponent or turning away to your opponent. I'm not a big advocate of turning away, although Bamboo showed me something yesterday. Where did he go? He left? He showed me something yesterday I thought it was pretty cool, but it's not part of my game. I like to turn into my opponent, okay? And I have a strategy for it. All right, but what I need you guys to know how to do is a very, very important skill, is that you need to be able to turn to your side without using muscle and without being a wrestler doing it, okay? So without you on top. Worst case scenario, you've made a mistake and you've let someone settle it on you, okay? And you're like, okay, I know I don't want to be here. I need to turn into my opponent. And the guy's putting weight on your chest. Like, how do you get to your side appropriately? Because now I'm stuck here. I can't move, right? You need to be able to get to this position here. So my bottom shoulder needs to be sort of behind me and my top shoulder needs to be in front of me, okay? This is the position that I want to be in. You can easily, if someone's passing, you can easily turn into your opponent before they come into you. That's great. But if they get a tight pass and you're already being pinned right here, you need to be able to turn, okay? So what we're gonna do is a drill, okay? or just like everyone has learned how to shrimp their first day of class, they push their hips away right here. They do a normal shrimp. We're gonna do it with a shoulder shrimp too. Okay, so you gotta shrimp your hips and then shrimp your shoulder. And the reason I'm showing this is because no one gets it right. Everyone does this. Right here they shrimp their hips and they do something like that. Okay, this is kind of log rolling into your opponent. This is not gonna work. They can't control your bottom shoulder unless they have the arm, which you have to clear. So if they can't control your shoulder, your bottom shoulder, you should be able to shrimp your hips or your shoulders. Okay, so what I like to do is like to find a line on the mat. Let's say it's this line here, and stay parallel with that line. So I shrimp my hips, shrimp my shoulder. Watch this line. Shrimp my hips, shrimp my shoulder. Shrimp my hips, shrimp my shoulder. Most people who do it shrimp their hips, log roll, shrimp their hips, log roll, and they end up going in a circle. Okay, so you're gonna feel really awkward doing this, but you gotta master this, because if you wanna efficiently get to your side, which is where everything's gonna be based on, you have to learn how to shrimp your shoulder. And this, by the way, popping your shoulder, shrimping your shoulder is a skill that I use not only for escaping side control, I use it to escape back control. I use it to prevent people from taking my back. There's just so many things from turtle. I turtle with my shoulders shrimped. If you get good at this, you'll start to see how you can use it in so many different positions, okay? So let's get everyone down here, and what I want you to do is I want you to learn how to shrimp away from the wall. This is the way it should look, okay? Now here's how you do it, okay? And I want you to do it in 2 steps to get it right. First, I want you to shrimp your hips, boom. And it's not you've got to shrimp your hips like 101 way. Really, from here, all I want you to do is just turn your hips really. So from here, put your left foot on the mat, turn your hips. Next thing is, if you're having trouble moving your shoulder backwards because your body's not used to it, you can pendulum your leg, come up, bring your shoulder back, okay? But keep your right hand in front of you. This is gonna be important when I show you guys this stuff later. Keep your right hand in front of you. So it looks like this. Look how I'm using my body weight to get here, okay? Otherwise, if you don't do it that way, you're gonna constantly find yourself, if you are on your back, trying to muscle up and muscle into your opponent, and you're gonna waste a lot of energy. I don't care how big you are, how strong you are, if you turn this way, you'll always be able to get to your side because they're not controlling your bottom shoulder, they're putting pressure on your top shoulder. And you can use that when you push into your opponent and he's pushing back, you can use that leverage to pop your bottom shoulder. Make sense? You can do it where you are if you want, but just practice it for like 2 minutes. This is the way it should look. Shrimp, boom, shrimp, boom, shrimp, boom. Don't do this. Shrimp, keeping your hand low, because now you're gonna get cross-faced, okay? Your arm has to be out, always protecting your face, okay? Shrimp, shoulder, shrimp, shoulder. Make sense? All right, let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3.
Excellent job on this one, JR.
Oh man,
I just was like my butt.
You're log rolling, Joe. He said, no, I'm not.
Like me,
Stop fucking looking at me.
Dude, everyone does it fucked up, so it's just gonna take at least a month for everyone to figure it out. It's really hard, isn't it? Don't bring it in. Yeah, keep it out. Keep it out. Yeah, so don't do this. So what you'd be doing Shrimp your hips. Notice my arm. Watch my arm.
I can't even say that.
I'm literally shrimping my shoulder back this way. What I'm not doing is this. All right. Stuff like that. Right? Let me see it. Let's see it again. Do it again. Shrimp your hips. Yeah, that's good. But keep your elbow kind of out, like relaxed. Yeah, and relaxed, just like that right there. Yes, just like that. Yeah, so that your shoulders can be down, right? So when I come in and this arm is out, it's going to be targeting my bicep.
Right. So I get the crossface here.
Yeah. So now I can't crossface you back down. This shoulder's down, right?
Yeah.
And now I can't crossface you. Okay. All right.
He's hiding his shoulder and he's blocking.
That's he doesn't need that top arm like that in the frame.
Right.
You can keep it down. You can keep this arm down like this because I use that to bait people. But anyway.
Bottom shoulder he's hiding. Is that
Yeah. So you want to shrimp. You want to.
someone can't grab it.
Yeah. If someone grabs your elbow because they know you want to shrimp your shoulder, it gets really annoying because they know that they want to pin you back down and they know that your shoulder is what's going back, right? So everyone knows that now. It's not a secret anymore. Yeah, so if I'm here, and I grab your wrist and I start pulling your shoulder, try to pop your shoulder now, you can't move it, right? So this arm is there to clear these hands. Drop, now pop your shoulder. Yes, and now we're here. But remember, and I'll show you this later, this shoulder has to be in front of my chest. But now this is all my weight on you. Can you breathe? You feel comfortable, right?
Yeah.
If I did that with you on your back, you're gonna have a lot of problems.
I want this leg over here.
Yeah, you want the knee on my hip?
And you want the knee over your other leg. So
Yes.
I'm bracing this way.
That's right. Well, the reason why you want your knee up on my hip is so I don't step to mount or jump to mount, right?
But it's in front of this leg.
But it's in front of that leg. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And the reason why this shoulder's forward, because if it's up like this,
You can just press me over.
Yeah. But if I start to do that, you shrimp your shoulder again. Yes. Yeah. Don't worry about shrimping your hips once you're on your side. Just your shoulder. You got to be good at shrimping your shoulder.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Yes, sir.
With your regular shrimp, you're more worried about, let's say in theory, you cover ground. This one, you're not trying to cover as much ground. You're more worried about getting on your side.
Correct. And honestly, like the shrimp of the hips, it's not really a big thing. It's really just a turn of the hips.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, you're not trying to make space when you're playing it like traditional. You're just kind of like, boom, here. The main thing now is turning this.
Yeah.
That's
so,
it.
So your ass goes first, your shoulder has to catch up.
That's right.
Just here.
Yeah, and a lot of times what'll happen, just so you know, if I'm here, I'll do it all in one movement. One movement. Yeah, yeah, and that shoulder, so turn to the other side here. So go ahead and get into position. Keep that shoulder back and turn into me. Right here, and get that shoulder back. Okay. Now, look how I'm laying on you, right? Do you feel comfortable? I mean, you can breathe now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the whole, and keep this down and keep this back. Not too far, right about here.
Like 45?
Yeah, like I don't care how much weight, you're totally fine. Like I can't tire you out from here. Make sure I don't cross face you with this hand. Put that hand on my bicep, this hand. Yes. So now I can never put you on your back. Compare that to being on your back. Go ahead and go to your back. Right, you feel the difference?
Yeah.
I have way more control over you when you're on your back than on your side.
So I want to get this shoulder in your sternum.
Always into my sternum. Yes, into my chest.
So
Yes.
Okay.
That's it. Now look, if I ever start to push you this way, you shrimp your shoulder. No, shrimp your shoulder. Yes. Good. Yeah, don't worry about your hips at all.
Okay.
Okay, let me push your shoulder. Right here, let me push a little bit more. Let me push a little bit more. Right here, now shrimp your shoulder. Yes. Are you comfortable? Yeah, it's easy, right?
Yeah.
So that's the whole idea about being that way is that, one, you're comfortable, you can breathe. You didn't give me points for passing. 2, you can turtle at any point in time. 3, it's better in just self-defense because now you can stand up if you wanted to, right? There's just a lot of reasons why That position is better. You have infinitely more options to escape. Infinitely more.
So, okay, sorry.
Yeah, but that's the idea. Is that position is where you need to be. Okay.
So when you are like pressured on top of me like that, worry about much more the shoulder than here. So, sorry, I'm going.
Yeah, that's it. Look,
and then maybe my ass will catch up later, but go shoulder first.
Yeah, but no, the ass stays the same. Don't worry about your ass at all right now.
Okay.
Okay, so right now, I'm gonna try to push you down. Look, you don't even have to move. Do you feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the gold standard for turning into your opponent right here. This position, keep this knee here with the foot in front.
Okay.
This prevents me from going to mount, right? So instead of jumping over your legs, this arm is super key to make sure I don't cross face you. Make sense? Now I can never put you back on your back. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're not running down the mat.
No.
At some point, that's his wall.
That's it. This is the position. You just shrimp your hips more. But most of the time what's going to happen is they realize they can't put you down on the mat because you got your shoulder in the right place. And that's it. They can't do shit, right? And from there you escape. This is not a position for you to hang out for 2 years. You're just going to escape from there, right? And we're going to show you that. Yeah. That's the point. Is the underhook's coming next too. We'll show you how to do it. Yeah.
Ever since you taught me that, it's like the best underhook.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I want to tell you, take as long as you need. Because I'm teaching the next class.
Okay.
Work all the way through it.
Okay, perfect.
Don't feel pressure to
start. Perfect. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
This is fucking gold, and I think everybody needs it.
Awesome. All right, appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right, guys, come back. Okay, so let me just quickly go over this one more time. If I pass your guard, right, and you turn, just go ahead and turn into that position, right? Get your bottom shoulder back, top shoulder forward, this foot on the mat in front of you, this foot is always touching my hip. This knee is preventing me from going to mount. This shoulder is pointing into my chest. This shoulder is back for base and stability. This position right here is infinitely better for escaping side control. It's infinitely better just in jiu-jitsu and self-defense. At any point in time, he can turtle if he knows how to turtle properly. Don't do it. Most people don't. I don't want you to do it the wrong way. Turtling is an art. I call it half turtle. You never want to be in a traditional turtle ever. Don't ever go to what people say to turtle. This is terrible, okay? But this is the position you can do if you know how to turtle properly, okay? Shoulder back, pop it back, okay? From here, he can breathe. His diaphragm is not being compressed by my weight, okay? He can have way more escapes. We're going to talk about the underhook escape, and he's way more comfortable. If I'm here in this position, remember the mistake that most people always make is they don't have inside tie position on my bicep, okay? With the bottom hand, just keep this down right here. This hand's goal is to protect his crossface, keeping it away from the head. Don't do this, because then I'll use your hand as an extension of your face and I'll crossface your hand and your head at the same time, okay? His job is to target inside positioning. Whenever someone passes anyway, the right hand's job as you're looking at the pass is always inside bicep control. Never any different. When someone's passing your guard, whether they're standing or if they're already inside control, your right hand should always have inside bicep control. Never put your hand on the hips. The old school 1990s circa bullshit. If you give me the crossface, you're going to be put back to your back, period. Okay? So I come in, he targets my bicep. Yes. Now I'm trying to push him. If I start to push his shoulder, he shrimps his hips. Shrimps your shoulder. Yes. Right now, can I push you back?
No.
Can you breathe?
Yes.
Okay, it's comfortable. In some jiu-jitsu tournaments, he may not even get points because the hips are turned into me, okay? Self-defense wise, he's protecting himself from being punched, right? If he's got his hands on just a traditional, like on my hips, I'm gonna cross-face you and I'm gonna put you back down no matter what you do. So you have to target my bicep. If you make this mistake on me, now you're gonna be in a real bad position. Not only will you be on your back, but it's likely I'm going to control you the rest of the match. This is it. This is your one time to make sure you get it right. If you allow me to get this in, I come in, now you're screwed right here, and you got to deal with this, okay? I'll just go ahead and say this because if you're on your back and you need to clear this arm, most people don't know how to clear the arm. And we'll talk about this in a second too, but you have to get back into this position by clearing this arm, targeting it again, okay? Making sure I never get a crossface ever again, okay? All right, so that's this goal, okay? But now we're gonna talk about, well, what if you are already on your back, right? And the guy's already got a strong crossface. How do you clear the crossface, okay? So let's say he's past my guard, right? And let's say I have this, right? And I ask myself, am I a dumbass? And I say, yeah, to myself, I'm a dumbass, okay? This is gonna be here, and a lot of times too, I'll reinforce it because I'll want to clear this. So let's just say I'm able to get this in and I'm like trying to get this off. I am not strong enough, even with two hands, pressing.
You might be strong enough.
I'm pretty sure I'm not, but if I'm pushing, even with two hands, trying to clear this is what I see most people doing. They try to clear it with two hands, they come up, they'll try to push. Especially if you're getting two hands connected with an S grip like this, right here, I can't get it, okay? All right, so go back. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna come in underneath and I'm gonna Gable grip, just like this. So I have my hands just like this, okay? Now I need to bring my Gable grip, keep the head close to his elbow, okay? We're gonna do what you should be doing here, which is clearing this crossface. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start turning my head into him, bringing my arms out and concaving. I'm gonna bring my neck or my head closer to him and pop the arm out, okay? So the only way to clear this effectively, Gable grip, close to the elbow, so I'm up here, close to the elbow, get a little bit stronger grip, and bring it over or in front. And now I have the crossface, okay? So Gable grip, elbow, clear it, and you'll see how powerful it is. It's a huge difference between trying to use one hand. A lot of times I'll have people here and they're like, ugh, you know, I can't, I'm just not strong enough. So here, boom, break it free with the Gable grip. From here, then I bring his arm away from me. Remember the old saying, you know, keep your enemies close but your elbows closer? That's what I'm doing. I'm keeping my elbows into my own armpit here, okay? So now what am I gonna do? I'm gonna turn into my opponent, okay? Shrimp my hips, shrimp my shoulder. Now I'm back where I need to be, okay? So that's how you get to where you wanna be. All right, but let's just assume you did everything right. Go ahead and pass my guard again. You did, all the way from the top. Again, slowly, slowly, slowly. This arm is always looking, I know he's gonna pass, he's just better than me or whatever. This arm is always gonna be targeting that bicep, like this right here. Perfect. I'm trying to get the inside positioning. He wants to control my head, so he's gonna come around right here to my head, okay? But now I make another dumbass mistake. He comes in, he clears everything, and we're on my back, okay? I'm gonna show you guys how to use the underhook properly, even when you're on your back, okay? All right. So the underhook goes like this, right? The traditional underhook is this. You come inside, you come underneath, and you start to throw your opponent from his torso this way, right? Hopefully you guys know now that when I do this, when I come in, he's just gonna drop his shoulder, this shoulder right here. Now I can't even get my arm in. We had this question a little while ago, how do you get a proper underhook? So what I do is I keep my forearm close, I concave my body, and I dig sort of this part underneath his body, making space with my concaveness of my body, okay? But let's just say I go in for the traditional underhook. Look at my feet orientation. He's got plenty of room to go in front of my leg, and what is he gonna do? He's gonna underhook my leg. I gave him the space to do that. And this is where I'm at. If I'm on top of like 99% of people, like, ugh, now I have got nothing to do. I mean, I'm screwed, so I have to pull this back out and come back, okay? So instead, always, the underhook starts with your leg, okay? So your left leg needs to pinch behind his armpit, more towards his tricep area, not here, but here. What this does is it prevents him, as I dig my underhook, from underhooking me back. And it brings him forward a half inch to a full inch, right? So if I'm here, I can push him forward a little bit, dig my arm in, try to underhook my leg, right? He's gonna have to make space, right? So posture up, and then I get my knees in. So he has to make a choice. Does he posture up? I get my knees in. Or does he stay where he's at? When most people stay where they're at because they don't want to give up side control. Okay, so I'm here. I lead with my leg. This pushes him forward just a little bit, and it prevents him from underhooking my leg. Key concept there. Okay, so now I dig. This is hard for him to stop because I'm pushing sort of my arm underneath him. I'm not using the farthest part of my arm. I'm using sort of the near my elbow to drive, okay? And that was with him putting pressure, but you can relax this a little bit because I don't have to fight you. Okay, so now, instead of going this way, which now he has space to underhook my leg, which he knows, okay, go back. Instead, what I want you to do is I want you to connect your thigh and your elbow together, and I want you to bring it down closer to his elbow. So I went from here to here. Now my elbow is near his elbow, okay? And I drive him forward. At this point, like I've got my feet on the ground where they're not supposed to be. Underhook my leg. He cannot underhook my leg. I've got elbow to elbow on him. If they were down to his armpit, underhook my leg. Yes. Okay, nice and relaxed. Nice, no pressure. Okay. If I'm here, he can't whizzer me. He can't underhook my leg. And more importantly, if he's bamboo, he can't darce me, right? This is why I came up with this, because he would darce the shit out of me all the time. Okay, because if you do this here, darce me. Yeah. That's because he has space between my elbow, if I do it this way, and my torso to get his arms inside. But if you're sort of like this chicken wing, I call it, if you're like this, he has no ability to get past his arm. So here, if I'm here, try to darce me. All right, try to grab my leg. You can't do it. Okay, let's come up. So when I'm here, I start with my knee. I get my elbow inside. I use my connection here. I could just use my arm strength to get down, but what I've been liking a lot is just kind of using my whole left side of my body as a connection to be really strong to get underneath them. And I start opening them up like this right here. A big mistake people make, even though they can't do it, is they keep their legs on the mat. They drop their foot to the mat and then they push forward. The problem is that you're going to need your knees up so that you can momentum out the back door. So instead, when I'm here like this, I'll keep both my knees in the air. This does two things. One, it gives me the ability to pendulum myself up when I go out the back door. And two, my right knee prevents him from going to mount. The traditional, this, no matter how you do it, even if you're successful throwing them, a good guy's just gonna step over me. So here, I go, maybe he just doesn't know any of the counters or whatever, but he knows how to step over me. So I go to throw. No. Oh, that's right. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so if my feet are on the mat and I'm busy throwing him forward, it's easy. He's just gonna step over me, okay? Okay, so now instead, I'm here. Your right knee is going to block him from going to mount as much as possible. Your left knee is up in the air. Everyone wants to just, I've got to be able to bridge and I got to do it. No, keep yourself in a ball, okay? So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my right hand and my left hand, and I'm going to basically chicken wing my left arm, and I'm going to throw him with my right hand and my knees behind him forward. Just like this. See how I'm going to ball? Okay? I heard his hands hit the mat. That's my cue. As soon as I hear his hands hit the mat, I drive myself forward. I'm going to show you my black belt move. Normally I would just say, go here and come out the back door, but everyone's pretty high level here. What I do is I come forward, my right knee goes around and behind his leg that's here, right here. I still tight waist him, and see how my leg is on his leg? It makes it hard for him to escape here. Okay, he's gonna whizzer me because he doesn't want me to take his back. Then I use this leg to wedge him out, drop him over, and catch a double. Okay, so if you get really good at this, you can put your right leg behind his leg and use it as a shelf and push him out. Okay, I can't tell you how many times I've used this technique to get topside, especially people that don't know how powerful my underhook is. Push him forward, bring the leg over his leg, come up, and now instead of me being on the bottom, I'm on top. Okay. So okay, let's go back. So we're here. What does my right hand do, guys? Bicep, always. If there's anything that you keep from this lesson today is protect your head at all times. It's gonna help you get out of side control, it's gonna help you get out of turtle, it's gonna do so many things. Do never let anybody control your head. It's just common sense for self-defense, common sense for jiu-jitsu. Okay, so he comes in, he goes to pass, boom, protect, he went and passed. Perfect. I know that I wanna go for an underhook because this underhook works when you're on your back. I should really be turned to my side, but I'm on my back, so might as well just get him, use the underhook. So I'm here. If his arm wasn't draped across my right hip, right, let's say it was, well, don't worry about it. There's other arm positionings that he could be in top side. But if it's draped around my hip, I'm just gonna go for this almost every single time. So I bring my knees up. See how it pushes them forward just a little bit? Okay. So I bring my knees up, get myself inside. Drop my elbow to the mat. Motorcycle my right hand to get on his bicep. Then I'm gonna use all of my energy to ball up and throw him forward. From here, my right knee goes behind his leg as I pendulum my left leg to get up to my right elbow. Don't do this, guys. Don't do that. You have no base underneath you. Okay, he's gonna whizzer me, okay? So I went like this, and guys, don't straighten your arm right here because he could potentially whizzer me. So I keep it bent, okay? My right knee went behind his leg. I pendulum myself up to my elbow. I know he's gonna whizzer. If I know he's gonna whizzer, I can keep my head back too to take his back if I want to. A lot of times he goes to whizzer, he makes himself off balance. Instead of taking his back, I'll go to top side control. Okay, the main mistakes that people make, just go over this real quick, is they come out, don't worry about it. I don't target the inside bicep. They get cross-face and I'm fucked for the rest of the match, okay? So bicep control, right? When they go for the underhook, they kind of go like this and they never are able to get the underhook. Or they don't lead with their left knee, okay? You have to do this, otherwise what am I gonna do to you? I'm gonna underhook your leg, okay? So you come in, you dig in, okay? I have bicep control still, okay? Now from here, what do? They come in and they go right back to what they're used to, which is straighten their arm and doing a traditional pre-programmed underhook. And I'm gonna make you suffer for that, okay? So instead, I want you to go elbow to elbow, okay? Then everything looks fantastic, okay? And then you're like, oh, I need a bridge to do that. Guess what? I'm gonna underhook your leg. I'm gonna find a way to underhook your leg, okay? Keep yourself balled, okay? From here, I throw you forward. I hear your hands hit the mat. My right knee comes behind your leg. I pendulum, and the final mistake people make is they just go and reach for that far side hip without coming to their elbow, okay? You need to come up, come to your elbow. This is gonna give you base. And now I can see what I want. Do I want his back? Bring my head so he can't whizzer me? Or like that's what I would do for you because he's got the strongest whizzer probably in this room. I think, I don't know. Really strong whizzer, okay? And he's tossed me many times. So I don't want him getting a whizzer. So what I'll do is I'll keep my head forward and I'll try to take his back. Or anyone that doesn't have a strong whizzer, I'll let him take away his base. I'll come up, I'll shelf this foot, I'll bring it out, and I'll take him over, okay? All right, guys, any questions on that? This is a really, really hard technique to learn. I'll go ahead and say it right now. It's not gonna be day one. But if you do this underhook the way that I'm doing it, he won't have a counter for you. There's no way for me to stop it, even though I know what you're doing. I know exactly, I can see it. I'm already pissed that you're already turned to your side and I can't pressure you. And now you're gonna underhook me with something I know I can't stop. I'm really pissed off now, right? So if you work this and you stop everything that the guy on top should know how to counter, which most people don't, then you're gonna have an effective underhook escape. Okay, I can't tell you, I mean, every single night that I roll, I let people pass and I use it to get on top. Okay, especially if the guy's really not engaging with me, I'll just lay on my side, let the guy pass, knowing that he's gonna try to control my hips, and I use it for an underhook. Okay? All right, let's give a shot. 1, 2, 3.
You didn't let me pass one time yesterday.
Sorry, man. I'll let you pass next time.
People are like, no, I earned that pass.
Yeah.
That's really fucking good shit.
Oh, thanks, man.
I'm gonna drill the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Home.
I'll send the video too.
I appreciate
it.
Thank you.
I'm not on social media anymore, so I'll send you the link. Yeah.
Super good stuff.
Yeah,
I
thanks.
want the video.
Yeah, okay,
I'm gonna
definitely.
go home and sleep though, because I do not feel good.
My man. All right, buddy.
Are we bouncing now?
Yeah.
Hey, dude.
Brother, it's great to see you. Yes,
Great,
sir.
man. I'll be back down. I'm gonna try to make it down every like quarter, or maybe every 4 or 5 months.
Awesome. Awesome.
Hopefully, I can get to where you don't have to let me back.
Yeah. See you guys.
Bobby, we're out of here, buddy. Our chin sink.
Awesome, man. Good to see you, buddy. Take care now.
Crazy. Changed my game entirely.
Have you been using it too?
I mean,
Awesome.
since, I don't know, what was it, like a year and a half to
Yeah.
7 minutes? I
Yeah.
use it everywhere. It's
Awesome.
the only underhook I get. Even mount.
That's awesome.
You just fuck with people in
Yeah.
mount and elbow to elbow
Yeah.
position. It's crazy how hard.
So there's so many positions if you use the underhook this way.
Just elbow to elbow.
Elbow to elbow.
From
That's it.
bottom is insane.
Even if you just use your arm, you're so far ahead of the game. Yeah.
Because like you end up being like this.
Yeah.
This person here. And the more I do this, the more out you are.
Yep. Yep.
Like what is the answer? This or you're out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. There's nothing really you can do.
Not really.
Yeah.
So with this first one, you should here.
Bring it down to his elbow. Yes. Now concave your head and push him away. Yes. Now you're out. There you go. That's it. Now go elbow to elbow. Take your elbow. Yes. Bring your knees up off the mat.
I know, I gotta go.
Yes. Perfect. Now you shove him with the.
Just wear my shoes.
Now you shove him with your forward with your elbow and your arms and your knee. Yes. Perfect. Yes. There we go. That's it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Problem is I can't put pressure on it.
Yeah.
Because of that elbow to elbow thing, I can't put pressure on it. The only thing I can try to do is knee on belly, but I'm giving you that behind the leg position when you're on belly anyway.
The traditional underhook is useless. It's useless. I mean, Bamboo would. I thought I had a great underhook for years, and he would just smash me every time. And the reason why I came up with this is because of him. So, yeah, that's the only. I was thinking. I heard people say, "Oh, get a low underhook, get a high underhook, get a deep underhook." Like, fuck you. You're always creating space.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I took the same
Yeah.
elbow to elbow position,
Yeah.
and on top I do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Because like, it doesn't matter where we are. If I can get my elbow to elbow, it makes it really
That's
hard.
that.
And then same thing here.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
How are you gonna get this arm back?
That's
You know
right.
what I mean?
Yep.
I have so much. It's like the longest part of the lever. If I'm
Yep.
here trying to crawl this up, it's
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
bullshit. So I get here,
Yep.
you're crunching, and I just land my elbow.
Yeah,
and get back.
exactly. Exactly.
So it's
Yeah.
like that same exact
Same
principle.
concept. Same concept.
Same exact principle. Just inverted.
And if you tie your left knee in as your precursor for an underhook, your underhook will be so much more powerful because I'm like when I do this, I'm using my left leg to drive you forward as I'm bringing my elbows in, and you're automatically going this direction. So now I can just easily follow you through all one momentum push, and then I'm easily able.
Are you gonna show Octopus how you get to Octopus
Yeah.
guard?
Mm-hmm.
That's really, like, once I get the Octopus guard, I have very high success.
Yeah, exactly.
But sometimes clearing to get to Octopus guard is where I get choked up.
So my strategy is not to force the Octopus guard. My strategy is to allow you to get to where I can get into Octopus guard. So my strategy is when you pass here, I see where you are. Now for sure I'm gonna go the underhook.
Yeah.
For sure. Now let's say your hands are free. Yes, that when your arm just went over me, that's when I go for the underhook.
Now I'm kind of stuck.
Exactly. So I'm letting you tell me what to do. I'm not going to come in with a preconceived way of trying to put your arm over my head. Octopus guard is amazing, but most people do the octopus guard wrong. You don't, like most people will say, reach for the far lat. That's terrible. And most people say the reason to do that is because they don't want to have a crossface. And the reason, and I say, what's that?
I don't really think that blocks crossface.
It doesn't, and you should allow the crossface because now I'm back into guard. If you crossface me, I'm back into guard. I'll show you that. And when you do this, you have armpit exposure. And the secret to getting out of octopus guard is to run your opponent down. So let's say here, and I'll show you this too. Let's say you have this, and I win this, right? So right here, I'm gonna run you down. Like this is not the octopus guard. I'm gonna run you down every time.
Yes.
And it's because you gave me armpit exposure. You went up and around, so do it slowly. Let's say we're here. Boom, slowly you try to get up. I'm gonna run you down every time because that armpit exposure is there. However, instead what I want you to do, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt.
Yeah, so now instead what I want you to do, I'll show you how to do this, come back. So we're gonna do it super slow. So we're here. So I want you to go elbow to elbow, always elbow to elbow. Now I want you to put your left hand on my hip. Yes, perfect, but keep that pressure on my arm. Perfect. A little bit lower, yes. And then flare your elbow a little bit, the other way. Yes, perfect. Okay. Now, get to your elbow, and I'm going to try to run you down. Okay, don't give me armpit exposure. Go back.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So get your elbow.
Yeah.
Right here. Get your elbow. Okay. Now I just want you to pinch with this push on the hip. Okay. And now I'm going to try to run you down. Just you stay where you are. Ready? No, don't move. Don't move. This is me running you down. Put your arm over my back. You see the difference?
That's crazy.
I'm gonna show you all that stuff, but most people do it the wrong way, and they do it to try to protect the crossface. And I'm like, I want you to crossface me because you don't have control of my hips, and now I can get my hips away and get back into guard. So we'll look at that in a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, no problem. All right, guys, come on back. I'm gonna have this video on YouTube. If you guys want the link, I'll send it to you. So this is something you can rewind, and I was telling other people that these techniques took years for me to engineer for me. You can evolve them the way that you want. And because they're so different, I think, than what most people teach, that it takes a long time for people to get comfortable with it. I've probably taught my side control series to dozens of people, and maybe one person has used it. And they always go back to the same thing, lying on their back, and I pass their guard, and I'm on top of them. I have hip control and head control, and I'm dominating them. They can't do anything, and I'm like, you suck just as bad as before I taught you. You know, nothing changed. It's like they expect something different to happen, and it's not going to ever happen. It's like the definition of insanity. You do the same thing over and over and expect something different. So keep an open mind. And the reason I'm doing this is because I showed you guys that if I'm on top of you and you're on your back, you have no path, essentially. Unless you're really, really good, you have no path. You need to either turn into me or turn away from me, whatever your preference is, okay? All right, so now we're gonna talk about strategy. You know how to do the underhook. And this underhook works the same whether you're on your side or on your back. Okay, so just so you know, like if I'm on, without you on top, if I'm on my side in the ideal position, like this, the underhook that I just showed you will work. The traditional underhook won't. You don't have the ability to push your opponent, and you have all this space. You have to go elbow to elbow. So when somebody, my strategy is, when somebody comes into me, and I'm laying here, and they put their arm around my back, which is 90% of what people do, that's an immediate underhook for me. Okay? Most people tend to want to control you and dominate your hips, or at least initially, whether it's tight pass or whatever. They come into this position, and I allow them to. I don't even frame anymore. I can. If I frame them, I push them on the hips, I can get to my elbow and get out. But I'm so comfortable now that I just allow them to control my hips. And they put their arm over my back, and I'm like, this is perfect. So I go knee first, like we always did. I drop my weight back, protecting the crossface, always remember this, back to where I was when I'm on my back. Pop them forward, and come up. Okay, so it's essentially the same move. I'm not gonna go over it again, but it's the same move. People ask me, do you stay on your side? No, I kind of lean back to where I was before as part of the move, and I underhook them. But the strategy is what I want you guys to get in your mind. So let's say I pass, come back here a little bit. I pass, he's not a dumbass, right? And he turns into me, perfect. Allow me to pass. Okay, he turns into me, he's already shrimped his bottom shoulder, right here. And now I'm thinking, okay, this is perfect. I'm gonna go for the crossface, and I'm gonna go for his hip. Don't do anything. Perfect, this is where I want. This is a trap. This is where people want, because if I don't control their hips, they can shrimp their hips and get their knees in. But now he realizes that my arm is behind his back. Now he's gonna go for the, you don't have to do it, but he's gonna go for the underhook. This is the strategy. If I'm here, he's going to immediately shoot for the underhook, okay? Now, knowing that, right, some guys will put their arm in front, and now you're never gonna underhook somebody with their arm in front like this. Ever, okay? Or like this, it's gonna be really hard for the guy to underhook. But for most people, they're gonna control right here. Okay, so practice this underhook. Remember, it's always starting with the left knee, following up with the elbow to elbow, okay? So now let's talk about the person that puts their arm in front, okay? Yes, you could try to shrimp the hips and get in, but the reality is I'm gonna follow you. If you shrimp your hips slowly, I'm gonna follow you, so that's not gonna work, okay? All right, so here's the second part. If you can't get the underhook, or even if the guy has his arm around your back, I can do this move either way, okay? Because, remember, your shoulder has to be back, like that, okay? Proper positioning. With this scenario, I can never stop him from going to a half turtle, ever. I don't care how strong I have him held, he's gonna be able to lift his hips, don't do it. He's gonna be able to lift his hips and get his knee out behind him, like this. So, nothing that I can do to stop him from doing this. He's got the head protected. This should happen every time. Okay, I can't stop this, okay? So get comfortable with doing this. Getting into what I call half turtle, because I'm essentially into, like, if I were to get into a full turtle, I would be like this. Half my body would be, my other half would follow me into this position. And this is terrible, by the way. Anybody who says to go to this is just a dumbass, okay? I call it half turtle because half of my body is in turtle and the other half isn't. My knee is up to protect him from jumping to my back. My shoulders pointed into his sternum, and I'm protecting my head at all times, okay? If he turtles the traditional way, go ahead and turtle. Look how I have chest to back already. He's given me chest to back. It's easy for me just to swivel and take his back. Or what most people do, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to sub you from head and arm. Now he's fucked. You're in a bad spot. This turtle position is terrible, okay? Go back. So I'm gonna walk you through this. Shoulder back, perfect. Arm down, protecting the face. Okay. He's always gonna maintain control of that bicep. Now what he's gonna do is he's gonna turtle his knee halfway, all the way up to getting to turtle. So bring this knee up underneath you. Perfect. Keep that knee on my hip line, not in front. Okay, get to your knee. Perfect. Right here is the position that I want him to be in. Can I grab his head? No. Can I take his back? No. For this instant in time, he's protected. There's nothing I can do. And can I stop him from getting to this position? No, I can't. I don't care how big and strong you are. If you want to get to this position, you can. Now we're going to take advantage of this. Okay, I don't like to do shoulder rolls going over my head, so we're going to do something very simple and even more effective. Okay, so this is the standard, the gold standard for you to be in if you want to get back to guard. Okay, a half turtle. So I'm either shooting an underhook or I'm going for half turtle or octopus guard. Okay, but right here, if he allows me to get my arm in, he doesn't move in time, and I control his head, he's fucked. Right now, he's not going to be able to get his upper body away from me, and no matter what he does to turtle, I'm going to get on top of him. Okay? Maybe he keeps his shoulder up like he should and not lets me have chest to back control. Like, I need to show you guys this real quick. If he's in turtle, normal turtle, gets turtle, and I'm here and he's giving me chest to back, his shoulders are rounded and they're not popped back, I can easily turn and take his back, okay? So I can block this arm, come in, start digging my, whatever I want to get my hooks in, okay? Come back. All right, so now I just want you to swivel this way on top of me. So I'm like this, get in front of me, head north-south. Okay, swivel around. See how easy that was? Okay, now go back slowly. Okay, so instead what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop my shoulder. Now, notice how I'm not even using my left leg or my left arm, and my shoulder's in front of him. He's gotta somehow figure out a way to get his chest to the center of my back. And he's not fast enough. I don't care how fast he is. I can swivel faster than him. So try to take my back. He's just putting himself in guard. Because I had proper shoulder positioning. This shoulder, because I popped it, did not allow him to take my back. You don't need your leg up. You don't need your arm up. One more time. So I'm here. Take my back. He doesn't have the opportunity to take my back if I have proper shoulder positioning. Okay, so knowing that, you're back down, you're on your side, you're in proper positioning, your shoulders back, past your guard. If I'm here, you're underhooking. If I'm here, you're turtling, keeping head control. Half turtle, go ahead and slowly do it. Stop, right there. Now I know he's gonna get back to guard. I'm fucked. He's gonna get back to guard if he knows what to do, okay? He's not giving me head control. I'm not taking his back, and his shoulder is in front of me. I can't put my chest on his back anymore. If he just turtled naturally, go to traditional turtle, now I know he's fucked. He gave me head control, and he gave me the ability to put my chest on his back. All right, so now how do I do getting back to guard? Well, so if I'm on side control, and I shrimp my hips, and I try to get my knee in, there's generally no space available for anyone that's good at preventing a knee escape from happening. I don't remember the last time someone has successfully knee escaped on me and put me back into guard that way. So it's really hard because there's no space between my hip and his hip to get my knee in. If I did it the traditional way and I framed and I was able to push him away and get my knee in, yeah, Matt, that might work. But just shrimping your hips and getting your knee in never works, okay? So instead, when I'm in this position here, I've made space between me and my opponent. Like I know there's distance between me and my opponent, okay? And he's not able to control my head, so I can move my body away, okay? If he controlled my head, I would never be able to move my body backwards. All I'm doing is I'm rolling over my knee and getting my guard back. Don't make this mistake. here, I'm in this position, inserting your knee. Don't insert your knee. Just roll backwards over your knee. So I'm here, which is interesting. I would just, like 3 weeks ago, I was watching Danaher's DVDs. And it was just, I literally could not make it through one DVD without falling asleep. But his whole thing, and which is interesting because he was doing somewhat similar to me, instead of having the knee on the hip, he has his knee across the hip line and he shoulder rolls. So he shoulder rolls like this and gets back in. So I'll have to show you this real quick. Come here, come on top. Okay. So we're in this turtle like this. He comes underneath and he shoulder rolls, right? If you're good and you're flexible, yeah, that works. But if a guy's putting a lot of pressure on you, it's really, in my opinion, for a big guy like me, to shoulder roll. So instead, it's just way easier and it's just as successful, probably way more successful. For me, just keep your knee on the hip. So I'm not fully extended here. I bring myself back. I use my left hand, which is already on the mat. Just so you get this little tip here, guys. I'm here. I'm in my proper positioning. I start to turtle, keeping my arm away. Boom, see how I'm like fully extended? So I'll push myself into this position, okay? And he'll come with me because he doesn't want the space. Sometimes I'll even grab the wrist. So I'm here, I'll grab his hand, come up, and I'll push myself back into this position, okay? Now, do I wait here? No. Look, I start bringing my foot in, and I'm back into guard, okay? So the way this looks. So I'm here. Guys, don't make the mistake of not holding his hand, or his bicep, okay? So I'm here. I can either grab his wrist, if I have it. Here, I don't feel like I can get good control of his wrist. Just so you know, a lot of times when someone's passing, come to me, boom, come down. I'll let people pass and I'll have this wrist control already. So I'll come here, boom, push, try to grab my head, boom, and I'll fall back into guard, okay? Super simple, and you've got all sorts of shit that you can do from here if he follows you, okay? Any questions on that at all? The key, guys, remember, turtle properly. Don't turtle the way you've been taught to turtle. It's a terrible position, just like being on your back. Go into half turtle, okay? Let's go shot, 1, 2, 3. Still working good, yeah. Hey.
I didn't want to be rude. I'm gonna have to leave at some point. I don't know how long you're going. Just letting you.
Yeah, and I'll send you the video, of course.
I gotta take my dog to football.
Anytime. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. My man. Awesome, brother. Yeah. See you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've kind of been working on it for a while now, so. Yeah. Thank you, man. This right here, Pete, see that knee on the inside? No, keep your foot on the ground. Keep your knee on his hip. Yeah, just keep your knee on his hip. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So now, see how he's pushing you back down?
Yeah.
Take your left hand, put it in front of your right hand. No, don't worry about the wrist right now. Put your hand on the mat. Use that as leverage to come up to turtle. Perfect, just like that right there. Now, he cannot stop you from extending your upper body backwards and falling over your knee. Push yourself over your knee. See how you inserted it? Okay, so I don't want you to insert it. So watch this. So without him on top. I'm here. My hand's on the mat. I just want you to have your hand on the mat the whole time, okay? So I'm in proper positioning. This arm is always down right now. We're not framing at all, okay? So I'm gonna bring my leg back and see how I'm like fully extended? I need to fix that and push myself back, okay? As I push myself back, I fall over my knee and come through, okay? Left hand touches the mat. In front of, like near your other hand. So bring it like this. Yes, that's gonna give you the best leverage. Okay, now get your knee up. Right here, push yourself back. Right here, perfect. No, watch your knee. Watch this. So as you push yourself back, just don't do this, because he's gonna come over you. Okay. So as I push myself back, my foot windshield wipers, and I come up.
Okay.
Yeah. Windshield wipe your foot. Yeah, but don't, no, go back to where you were. Your weight needs to fall back. Fall back, fall back, fall back. Start windshield wiping. Start windshield wiping. Yes. The more you get comfortable at, because you want your knee to be far away from your opponent as possible. If you bring your knee in, you're closing the distance for him. So what I do, since he doesn't have control of my head, I know I can extend and come out.
So when you get your torso in line with your waist, that's when you start windshield wiping?
Yeah, so it's probably like, so I'm here, I'm full, like I'm too far forward to fall over, right? So I need to push myself back like this. So I'm extending my body backwards. And now right about here is when I start to come in as best I can.
So you get your butt over your
knee, yes.
Heel, and then you put your heel through.
That's it. And you put your foot through. Remember, you want your knee as far back as you possibly can when you go to turtle. Yeah. You want your knee outside of your hip line. Okay. And now push yourself there. Oh, no, 1 second. Push yourself to where, like that right there. Perfect. Because you want to have everything inside.
This already feels more comfortable.
Yes, exactly. Now you're just going to be able to, follow this way. Okay, because you want to get back in line with your opponent, right?
Which, because I think that's when you get flattened out, you'll lift your head.
Yeah, exactly. And then try to get yourself away from your opponent.
Okay. Am I falling too straight up?
Yeah, I think what you're doing is you're doing this. You come in here, and you're still in, like you're perpendicular instead of in alignment with him. So when I'm here, he can't. Even if I generally let go of the bicep as I fall back, because it's not any more effective, because he doesn't have enough time to get his arm over your head to make any sort of control over you, okay? So as I push myself back right here, I'm fully pushing myself away from my opponent. I'm not falling down to where I'm still on my side. Yep. Push yourself away. See how you're still kind of like, you're falling like this?
Yeah, I feel.
You need to be extending your upper body away from me. Okay, so let's get me inside. Let's do this. Okay, so we're on your side. Okay, perfect. Get to turtle knee position. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to be trying to reach over your head. You're going to be extending your upper body. Extend your upper body. Right here, fall over your knees. Perfect. Yes, but I want you back.
Okay.
I want you to move away from me.
Okay.
Okay, one more time. Here we're gonna go super slow. Reaching over, you're extending, you don't like this. Fall over your knee, fall over your knee, fall over your knee. Yes.
Okay.
You see how you're falling back over your knee? One more time. Boom.
Okay.
You still kind of have a habit of staying inside.
Yeah, I felt myself tip over.
Yeah, you just want to fall back, get away from your opponent.
That's a little harder than it fucking looks.
Well, once you realize how easy it is, you'll be like, why didn't I do that at the beginning? Like, I have no control of your upper body.
Yeah.
You should be able to extend without any resistance. You should be able to fall over your leg without any resistance. The only thing that may end up happening is your opponent knows what you're doing and somehow gets something to stop it. But you have high legs, you have inside hooks to get back in. You have this to press away because you have no body control. Push it away and you get your hooks in. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you need your the one that's monitoring the hip?
Yep.
Do you need that on the ground? Do you need
Yeah, I just keep it on the hip. So I'm like right here. So here, if you're on top. So right here in this position.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like, do you feel like you want to go to mount? Probably not, right?
Definitely not.
Here, you probably want to take my back.
Yeah. Right. I'm so short. Right now.
Yeah. Sorry. You wouldn't want to jump to my back.
Right.
So from here, all I do is I release everything, fall over, and come back in.
You can get your feet on the hips.
Swing my head back. Yes.
You get your feet in, you get close guard, you get butterfly, whatever you want.
Whatever you can.
But if he comes around and I don't do anything, I can do that thing. They're basically coming around and just coming back into
that's it. A lot of times I go into seated guard.
So I come in here like this, and I'm just like doing that.
A lot. Half the time I go into seated guard. So I'm here. Yep. Okay. Here, the guy's trying to come on top of me, and I just end up going there. But if they're coming around, then I'll lay back. The whole goal, guys, is to get yourself extended away, make space, and get your knees in. Yeah.
So you always have turtle?
Always have turtle.
That's so interesting, dude.
Never, ever full turtle.
Because I honestly lost my match yesterday.
From a turtle?
From turtling.
Yeah, never turtle.
Points. I gave up too many points.
If you go to half turtle, so the reason for it is if I am able to control your head, then you're not going to be able to escape from me. Whenever you turtle, you need to make sure that I don't have control of your head. If you have control of my head, I'm not going to turtle unless I have to, right? You may be in north-south and I haven't forced the turtle because I don't want you to sub me. Like if I stay on my side and you go to north-south, then I have to turtle. And I may not be able to stop you from controlling my head. But there's still things you can do. You can pop your shoulder, and you can still grab me, you can still do a whole bunch of other things. But if you're passing and wanting to go to north-south, people just don't end up in north-south. You had to make a series of mistakes for you to be in north-south, for me to still be on my back. I'm either going to have octopus guard before you get to north-south, or I'm going to turtle. Both of those two are going to happen before you go to north-south, unless you're just able to just catapult over somehow, okay? So my whole goal is if you're inside control, I protect you from grabbing my head. Once I half turtle, you can't stop me anymore. I'm gonna get out.
Yeah, because like, I mean, you know me and rolling with me, like I'm extremely hard to put away.
100%.
Extremely hard to hold down.
Really hard.
I'm so fucking good. I'm lobby.
What I keep fucking up is points whenever I compete. To be 100% honest, like it's just the points that kill me whenever I compete. I don't often get submitted in competition, and I usually like gas the person out when I compete too.
Trust me, I know that from rolling with you. It's just it's terrible not being able to control you. If you do turtle, make sure, because look, come lay on your side real quick. Okay. So if you turtle naturally, 100% I'm going to be doing this.
Yeah.
Now you're really fucked.
Yeah, it's a bad.
Maybe it may not be as fucked as you being on your back, but I'm probably going to have a way more options to take your back and stuff.
To take the back and then points.
And then points. So now instead, so this, I'm inside. This is protecting. This is just our hand on the mat. Right here. Perfect. Now you know you want to have to go ahead and half turtle. And then stop. Perfect. Right here. I can't control your head. I don't have enough time. Even if you were to completely release this arm, because you'd be extended. Don't do it now yet. But put your hand back on my bicep. Okay. I can't prevent you from extending your upper body and rolling over your knee. So that's how you turtle. If you're going to go to turtle, don't let me control the head.
Over here, I heard you tell Pete, and I saw you do it the entire time. When you turtle, you don't do this.
Do not do that. Well, Underhook shows that. And honestly, like to me, like if you roll back with your knee inside, I'm going to smash the knee. So come up to turtle. Boom. Now roll back. Boom. I'm going to smash the knee.
That's so much worse.
Yeah.
That's so much worse.
Yeah. So it's better to have your knee on the hip line, in my opinion.
What would you do with that leg when you get to your back?
Say it again.
What would you do with that leg when you get to your back? Are you just playing like a supine guard with this just in there, or are you trying to get a butterfly hook on the way back?
So when you go back, we were talking about this. Either you're going to end up in seated guard, which you just did, or if I know you're trying to get your knee back in, which everyone gets better, they know that knee's coming in, right? So as I'm coming in, I'm looking for this foot to come in. You're stopping it somehow. I'm pushing on top of you, and I'm getting my guard back in. I'm just making essentially space because you don't have head control. Just like in side control, if you have head control, I'm fucked. Just like in turtle, if you have head control, I'm fucked. So the goal is never ever go to turtle when someone has their chest on your back or the head control. And if you are getting your head control, pop your shoulder. You have to pop your shoulder because that makes space. Not only does it prevent you from taking my back, but it makes space, okay? Making sure you don't get choked. whatever from here, come out, do whatever you want to do. You know, this is a lot harder to deal with if you're in that position. I'm not saying you'll never get to that position again, but you can significantly stop it. I don't remember the last time someone had head control in the past 2 or 3 months. I mean, maybe like you would probably get head control, but most of the time, most people, I do this move to get out of side control all the time. Like it's ingrained, so it's just hard to stop.
I need to stop turtling.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do not, because if you turtle, you're just going to put yourself in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Half turtle.
Especially points. Points is just too easy to take back. Too easy.
Too easy.
Too easy to take back. And then I go.
Yeah, exactly. And as you get better with it, you'll start to see, instead of extending from here, you push yourself back and then extend. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's why I kind of hopped over his leg a little.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you got to push yourself back a little bit. Yeah. And you're gonna have guys like you that now know what's coming.
Yeah.
Right. And you're gonna be like,
the whole goal is to hop over this leg when he gets there.
Yeah. So that's the whole goal for you. Your job is to push back.
Just sit back on my ass.
Yep. No, so Javi, you go slow. You go slow as well, and then you try to do what you're gonna do, and then let's see what happens. So go ahead, go slow, go back, boom. Perfect. Now you're back. You made the space and back into guard. Way better than just giving up turtle.
And I put my hand in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
One more game.
God, no, exactly.
That felt better for sure.
No.
It's supposed to feel like no effort. It's supposed to feel like no effort when you roll.
Yeah. Zero effort. Zero effort.
Guys fully pushing you.
Yeah. And remember, if a guy's fully pushing on you, he's giving you the underhook. Take top side. So instead of following the guard, do your underhook the right way, and you'll get to. The other night, I showed this escape. A big ass dude was like, "Fuck you! You're not going to go to turtle real easy on me." And I was like, "Fuck you! I'm going to take my underhook," and I got on top. Right? So it's one or the other. But both are just as effective. But one gives you top side control. The other one gives you guard. Right? And
that chicken wing.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so effective. So effective.
It's so good. I mean, it's but a lot like that, like the half turtle that we just did. Like, it looks easy.
It is easy.
But it takes time.
You're gonna have to remember, if you're not given an option because my arm is in front of you, right? You can't underhook me.
Yeah.
You have to turtle.
Yeah.
There's no other way. You've got to turtle. But do it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Protect the head and do it right.
Like, I'm so I'm programmed like a dumbass because and that happens. I immediately if I feel like
yes, everyone is. Just like in back, literally, I can literally hold people. I do it all the time. I hold people down like this.
Yeah, I know. Been there.
Yeah, because you're programmed to do 4 techniques and stay on your back. So. Don't be programmed to go to turtle.
Like this is gonna be like I remember like this is like we've done it up now. Like this is gonna be my
If you're on your back, you need to ask yourself, am I a dumbass?
I will. That's a really good way to do it. I am being a dumbass right now.
Exactly.
When you showed us before, we were talking about this before, when you have the elbow control.
Yeah.
You want us to have that control, right?
Honestly, as long as your arm is bent, I've done it without my hands touching. I just kind of put my fingertips on my opponent's shoulder, so here. So I just do this. I could have it like this if I want, but I'm here, just like this.
Right. And I have my elbow, your elbow's controlling my elbow.
You're just using that somewhere to put your hand.
Just somewhere to put your hand. It's kind of a guide for me to make sure my arm is bent. Because everyone wants to straighten it. And then I'm just going to whizzer.
Well, like specifically, I do that with Mike all the time.
Yeah.
And he beats me to the other side.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I waste all that
energy. And now you're in turtle.
Yeah.
Now you're in full turtle.
Yep.
So
really being a dumbass. Yeah, so I mean, now I know. Like, that's big because I waste so much. Mike gets on, like, he beats my ass on top side control relentlessly every single night.
Yeah.
And I do the same four fucking things.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time, and I waste a ton of energy and effort for him to either just end up on the other side, or I end up in turtle.
Yep, that's it. So you can see, like, I don't know if he knows all of my, I've showed him all of my techniques.
Yeah.
Maybe he's using some and maybe they're all evolved to what he likes. But when I roll him and he's on top of me, I even tell him, like, now I know what it feels like to roll myself.
Yeah.
Because he and he's, what, 190, 180 pounds?
Yeah.
Maybe less, maybe 180?
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, it's so hard. I have to turn. I have to turn away or in. My way is turning in.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems more effective. He's the last person I want to expose my back to as well.
There's one way. There's a couple of guys like Charles Harriott and I think Chris Payne. His coach teaches a running escape away that they're really good at. I'm not good with it. I have to sit with them to learn it better. For me, it's just as easy.
Where'd you even come up with, like, the leg across and the arm? Like, I've never seen anybody ever. I see you doing it.
Yeah,
but like,
right.
Is that just you? Just let me see if this works.
Well, like over 20 years of having Bamboo and other guys put all their weight on my sternum, progressing to better positions, trying to figure out an underhook that works because they all get shut down. And so at first it started with just an underhook on my back. I'm like, oh shit, this chicken wing fucking works. And then they were like stepping over to mount. Fuck, so I gotta keep my knees up. And then I'm like, well, why am I on my back? It's easier if I turn to my side. So over the years, you just kind of like, you reverse engineer what they're doing. And then of course, I've had this system for 10 years now, and I've seen other people try little things that are similar, but I haven't seen anybody teach it the way I do.
Just that body position alone feels infinitely stronger than just sitting there waiting for somebody to fucking smash you.
If that's just like, if you had no escapes and you had the choice between being on your back or on your side. And I read there's this one thing on Reddit where someone asked that question, would you rather be on your back or on your side and bottom side? 80% to 90% said, oh, on your back, straight on your back. I feel so comfortable. No one taps me. And I'm like, I don't even understand how people can feel that way. Because I don't want you to feel like you're dominating me. And when I'm on my side, you're like, fuck, I'm not really doing shit. But when you're dominating me on top with my back on the mat, you give confidence. I give you points. I feel like shit because you're squishing me, right? And I have no ability to escape. So all those things combined is like, fucking turn to your side.
Well, and you're absolutely right. Like, in a comp, if you have that knee there, they're not going to give you points for side control. Some might. Yeah. Because I think it's the real official rule is one hip and one shoulder or something. I don't think that much. But local ones that I've seen, like, if you're not fully passed into like traditional side control, they're not awarding you.
Love it. I'm gonna watch that part.
We've been over here doing the most crazy stuff, so I was like, JR, we loved your seminar, please. Think that what we're doing is wrong.
That's okay. No worries. All right, I got one more thing to show, and then we'll go back in. All right, guys, come on back. One last thing. There's more to it than just come on back, guys. There's a lot of things that you can add to this. I'm showing you the core concepts, the most things that I think about. There are going to be times when someone is going to reach over your head. It happens all the time, and you can't stop it, right? So if I'm on my side here and my opponent is passed, right? I've worked myself in this position, and I decide just to chill here because I'm tired or whatever, and my opponent pummels his arm over my head slowly. That's going to happen. Or go back, or just bring your arm over my head slowly. At some point, I just need to let it go. Okay? But I'm fighting it the whole time. I don't want him to control my head. I want to get back into guard, or I want to use my underhook. Guys, what should I be doing right now?
The shoulder.
The which one? Half turtle? No. Look, the strategy. Okay. Whenever my opponent puts his arm around my hip, take top side. If I want to get back to guard, I can from here. All right. Put your arm in front of me now. No, this one. Yeah. What should I be doing now? Half turtle. Because now I know I can't get the underhook. The underhook is no longer available to me. But guys, if you get good, put your arm around my back. This should be a no-brainer. Boom. And now I can throw my opponent. Boom. Come in. He goes to Whizzer and I take it back. All that stuff. Okay, so that's the strategy. Now, sometimes I'm here, I don't feel like I want to do anything. I'm just tired. But the guy goes his arm over my head, slowly. When that happens, my other arm comes inside and I go elbow to elbow. Same thing that we always did before. Elbow to elbow. He goes over and I push him down. Okay? Now, Javier, you and I just talked about this. Most people who play octopus guard will take their arm, go to the far lat, and bring their elbow up to the guy's head as I get to my elbow. A lot of times you just want to push yourself over the elbow. What's the reason for this? The reason for it is because they don't want to crossface. Like, try to do a crossface on me, you can't do it. But what am I giving up right now? Can you guys see what I'm giving up right now? Correct. Why is it easy for him to smash me back down? Why do you think it's easy? Yeah, this is not solid, but there's a reason for it, okay? His body is essentially an underhook on me. I'm giving him armpit exposure. His job is to run me down. So go back to, I want you to do the same thing, fall to the side. Okay, put your arm across my lat, get to your elbow. Okay, yeah, I can't crossface him, but anytime, as soon as I feel the arm going for the octopus guard, I run him down. And I know I'm gonna win every time because his armpit is exposed. It's like my whole body is an underhook. So I take my hands, my feet, and I push him, and I run him down. He can't stop it. Try to stop it. So I'm here. That's what you should be doing in octopus guard. Immediately. And because everyone, and I have to give credit to Matt Arroyo for this, because I was playing octopus guard, even if you get on your hands. Matt Arroyo would come through, pop his hips up, and drop me down every single time. I'm like, fuck, I can't stop that, right? And people will say, oh, well, use that momentum. There are things that you can do with my left leg here that would put me into the truck position or put me into back control that you can do, but I know it's coming and I can stop it, okay? So if you are aware of the octopus guard, being on your back because you've exposed this armpit, right here, he's gonna go down to the mat, okay? So instead, there's two reasons why they do that. One is to use techniques that have the far lat control, and two, to prevent the crossface. But I want you to embrace the crossface from octopus guard. Okay, I want his arm not to control my head from behind my head. I want it to be in front of me so that I can turn my hips and get it back into guard. But there's a certain way you have to get into octopus guard. So here, again here, I'd be shooting the underhook all day. All right, but I'm just too tired. I feel like he's like you. He's too fucking strong. I can't wedge his arm, okay? Now he's gonna go over. Look, I'm here, elbow to elbow. I push him down and I push on his hip. I'm pinching so that he doesn't have armpit exposure. So go back. So this all happens at the same time. So slowly, slowly, slowly. Notice how my right elbow is coming up, my left elbow is coming up at the same time. I push him down, I grab the hips, and now I'm in this position. Okay? If he tries to push me down, go ahead. He's gonna do that, and the goal is to take the hips and the torso, like I'm gonna do it this way, slowly do it, bring your hips close to me. Okay, now run me down. Okay. Now run me down. Now run me down. I can't stop it. You guys will see it when it happens to you. Okay. Now the guys are like, oh, well, he can cross-face you all day. Slowly cross-face me. I'm out. I don't care if he cross-faces me. What I don't want him to do is I don't want him to put me back into side control. And if I grab and he cross-faces me, right here, I'm pinning myself to him, like I've got his lat. He's just gonna put me down. And now I've just basically prevented myself from moving my hips. Come back. When I'm here, he cross-faces me. I just push myself away and get back out of guard. You can't stop that, okay? Or what I like to do, come back. Okay, so let's say he's not cross-facing me. I just want to play traditional turtle. I'll just do what Craig Jones does. It's the only thing that I do. Come up to my knee, extend him over my knee, lift his leg, and bring him into side control. It's pretty much the only move that I do. Okay, so if you master those two things, shrimping your hips and pushing him over your knee and taking him down, you'll win every time. Okay, so here, again, guys, if you frame from side control, you can get out, right? We didn't show that, but that's another strategy. But most of the time, it's hard to get this frame. So I just keep it down, right? My knee is always preventing him from jumping to my back. He's really strong. He's not gonna be strong. I'm just gonna let him do it. But he's really strong about getting his arm over my head. I see that. I follow him. Guys, when I come up, I don't pull my elbow underneath me. Okay? As I come up, here, I use my back foot to push myself over, and I'm squeezing him with my left knee, and I'm pushing off his hips. And I want to look at him and say, hey, take the crossface. I'm out, okay? But most times it'll be stronger than that. So go back again. Okay, so crossface me. All right, perfect. All right, do you feel like you can do anything? Yeah. Once he's committed to the crossface, he can't control me. So I got out of side control. But instead, I want to be on top side, right here. And he's not giving me, again, guys, remember, you got to be tight with him here. Don't be loose. He's going to take your back. Tight with him, pinch him, okay? I've got his hip controlled. Boom. Now I push with my hands and I lever him over my knee. He can't do shit from here. I reach down and I run him over. Okay? That's how you play a proper octopus guard. You embrace the crossface, you let it happen, and you get out. And if you want top side, you just do what Craig Jones does. Okay? Any questions? All right, guys, let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3.
Craig Jones. I actually do have a question.
Yep.
Why don't you ever, or do you never try to sweep to your right as they go with
Nope. Because they're not going to be able to put me back down to my elbow or my hand. So if I have the octopus, so do what you were going to say right here.
So like,
yep.
The only time I
Yep. You can get your, so do what you think, what you were saying. Yeah, you've already won there. You've already won. If you could, because you're controlling my knee, but yeah. I do this before you get to that position. So go back.
That's what I was like confused about.
So here you come in.
That's what I mean. Is like picking the knee like that. You're right up.
Oh, like lifting it up as.
Like a knee tap.
I don't do that, but did you notice how when you went to octopus guard that I was able to run you back down?
Yeah.
There are things that you can do to use that momentum to roll me over. And I know that, right? But I'm anticipating you doing that. So you do what you were going to do again. So here, we're going to go super slow so I can understand what you're saying. Boom. Yeah, so even if you tap that.
If you move that arm there, I'm gonna move my hips back.
Yeah, so a lot of times what Battle Royale,
This is failed position.
yeah, I feel like even if you,
Keep your arm here.
yeah.
Do your hip drop. I'm gonna circle. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but now instead of you, like for me, I just kind of stayed away from you so you can see.
Yeah.
So you were using that momentum of me driving you back down to improve upon your position, right? If you are not good with me passing, I'm going to use that sort of hip control that I have. So let's go back. So here, let's say I drive you down. I'm going to give you that momentum that you need. Boom, this right here. See how I have this hip control? Boom, I can step over and start smash passing you and stuff like that. So you have to be comfortable with all of those things when you don't need to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to fight you this whole fucking time. And in fact, I'm not even going to let you get to have momentum. So come up. So let's say you force the octopus guard slowly. As soon as I'm here, boom, I'm in this position. And I'm going to, yeah, now you're turtling and all this stuff. I'm not going to allow you to do what you want to do because I've exposed your armpit. Did you feel the armpit exposure?
Yeah.
Instead, okay, remember it has to be open like this right here, right? So slowly, boom, elbow. No, yeah, okay, go back. This is important. You have to go elbow to elbow, slowly. Yes, right there, perfect. Now, because, go back. Push on my hips, right here, perfect. Pinch your elbow down, yes. Now I'm gonna try to run you down, okay? But you need to start coming up too at the same time. But remember, keep that elbow tight. Don't let me have armpit exposure. Ready, go. Yes, I'm not, and so you were trying to get your hips out, but don't even try to get your hips out. So come here. So here we're gonna go slow. Boom, like this. Now try to run me down.
I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, you can't. And I stayed here waiting for you to run me down. But I'm not gonna stay here and waiting for you to run me down. You know, I'm just gonna come up. Grab your leg. Or for me, you know, I'm not gonna wrestle. I just stand up and sit back down. But I'm back in the guard, right? So that's the thing is, don't let me run you down. The whole difference between my game and someone else's is I keep my armpit close.
The scramble.
I'm trying to prevent you from pressing into my armpit to put me back down on the mat. I want to build height. If you can bring me down to the mat, because I've got armpit like an underhook, I have control over your upper body. I don't want you to have control of my upper body. That's okay. I want to be able to build height myself. So when I'm here, if I reach around your back, boom, come through, boom, boom, and then go back, drop your hips on me. Now I'm trying to use post here and try to use a momentum to roll you over and shit, right? And I hope that I get what I want. Good guy knows that's coming, and he knows what to do from here, right? Yeah, exactly. And then I'm like, fuck, right?
Then you stop what I just said too.
Yeah, exactly. You do whatever you just, I don't know the technique you just did, but you did something, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm here, try to stop me. Right here, perfect. Now, if you cross face me, you don't have the ability to control me. So that's the idea. So, but most often than not, what I get is just standing up, throwing my opponent over my knee. And I'm on top side.
The two things that, I do three things. And
Yeah.
you saw one of them that comes out all the time.
Yeah.
Anytime you relieve pressure off me, I move my hips away from you.
Yeah.
Like immediately. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's the fastest way to seek height is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, if I get my hips out from under you,
Yep.
I'm seeking height immediately, and like that's how you control scrum. The other one is like left, right sweeping.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you drop your hips, you're kind of sweeping. You're helping me try to sweep you.
Yeah, well, if I put my weight on you, I know I'm giving you momentum.
Yeah.
But if you're not good at using the momentum to roll me over, which I'm gonna build I'm gonna be like a cat. I'm gonna be like here, and I'm driving, preventing,
100%.
and it's like I don't want to have to go through all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to have to fight it,
I agree.
Yeah, I'd rather just.
Spencer, I don't know if you know Spencer, right? He's quite good at octopus guard, and him getting scrambles in octopus guard too. But this would definitely stop the scramble.
Well, how you do octopus guard is up to you, but I would recommend adding one thing to it. Don't let anyone have armpit exposure.
Great. Okay.
If you prevent that by pinching your arm in, like this is not arm, like even if your body's right here, That's an armpit exposure. This is armpit exposure. So when you're here, I know you can't put me back down, period.
And you never use like Casoto hooks or anything like that? No.
Just do the same shit over and over again. Come up. You can't stop me from building height now. Here, you have to start looking at hooks. You have to Casotos, butterfly hooks, rolling to your back. But until you had a Matt Arroyo run you down, because I was practicing Octopus guard back when Craig Jones released his DVD, and I was waiting for him to show me what the hell to do, because he would run my ass down. I would try to, sweep him, and it was just too hard. I couldn't, and I had to be perfect in my timing. Had to do shit that was just like not something that I wanted to do. And I realized, okay, it's the reason he's putting me down is because he's got an underhook on me. If I stop him, he's not putting me down. Now I know I can build height the whole fucking time. And if you cross-face me, who the fuck cares? I can get out. Yeah, it's just an easy system.
If you let go of him, out.
Yeah.
Sure. Like if you give up on the fight, you just hits out, come up or hits out hard.
It's just an easy system to do. Either I'm building height, taking you over, or you standing up to each other. It's much better than being you on your back, right?
You ever do it from half guard?
I don't force octopus guard. Honestly, I don't. Because if it's in half guard, it's hard for me to escape the leg out to build up. So I have to pull it out and come up, right? I'm not saying you can't, but you can. But my goal is when I'm on bottom side and I want to escape, I don't give a shit if I'm back into guard, standing up, whatever. I'd like to have top side, but I don't care, So half guard to me is an active fighting position. I'm not going to force it to get back into guard. So I feel like I'm in guard already.
Octopus guard was ground and pound in MMA.
Say it again.
Ground and pound in MMA.
Yep.
Because if you go half guard in MMA,
yep.
Especially BAM system.
This is terrible for me.
But anytime I punch,
yeah, now I'll do it.
Gotta force.
Well, my half guard is like this. Yeah, so if you got me a traditional half guard, for sure I'll be looking to come under. Boom, coming under in this position. See how I've got to pull my leg out from your half? But I can, it's not terribly hard.
that's like the only place I started working half guard was ground and pound MMA.
Yeah.
And then it kind of translated to side.
The whole goal is never to be in the traditional half guard.
Yeah.
It sucks. Yeah, you're gonna get your ass. You're gonna get your guard pass.
So
yeah, you're gonna get your guard pass. All right, guys. One last thing to say. Does anybody have any questions at all about what we covered today? Anything that doesn't make sense or you don't feel comfortable with? I will say this, that if you keep an open mind and you ask yourself when you're on your back, if I'm a dumbass, okay, you will not be on your back again, okay? That's the idea. Ask yourself if you're a dumbass in your mind, or even ask your opponent, hey, am I a dumbass? And I will say, yes, you're a dumbass, okay? Turn either away or into your opponent, period. You have to get comfortable. It's gonna take you 6 months to get comfortable turning into your opponent and getting to that position. How many times did I have to correct you, right?
We lost count.
And right. So, what happens, this is what happens with everyone that I teach. I show this, they're like, fuck, I know it works. You know, you do this to me all the time. I feel like I can't do anything. I have no answer. What are you doing? I take the time and I show them. And then 2 months later when I come back in, I roll them. I'm expecting them to turn to their side and they're back to where they were when we started. Every single time. I think one person, like Scott yesterday, was turned to a side and I was so frustrated. I was like, okay, now you get it. Now you get what I'm saying. But there's been so many people who don't do what I show them. They go back to what they're programmed to learn by every jiu-jitsu coach, which is this bullshit underhook on your back. Let's try to escape from this position and hope that the guy doesn't control my head, which I'm going to, right? You got to protect the crossface and the head pretty much on every move. Target the bicep, turn to your side, get comfortable with the technique of shrimping your shoulders. It'll help you not only from bottom escapes, it'll help you from top side, from back escapes. Just so many usefulness of your shoulders. And then once you're there for 2 or 3 months, you're gonna be like, oh, man, I'm not afraid to get my guard pass anymore. I mean, I've literally had my knee injured before for 9 months, and I let people pass my guard, and I would use it to get on top side every single time. Or if I'm in here and I don't respect your game, I'll let you pass because I know I'm going to get on top. I mean, you guys, I would never do that, ever. But everyone else, I would. And you'll see me play off my... There's a lot of things that you can do before you get yourself passed, too. Like, what I showed you today is late stage escapes from when someone passes. There are a lot of things that you can do. You should be in a seated guard instead of playing off your back when you're playing open guard. You should always be seated. You should always be entangled in the legs. There's a whole system that I have around that. But the goal, guys, is if you do get passed and you let someone settle in on you before you start to turn, you've made a huge mistake, period. And if you control somebody, you're going to start to see, like if you get good at controlling someone, you'll start to see, oh shit, I realized now how good I am at controlling someone because they're on their back. Then what that should translate into your mind is okay, I need to do something different when I'm on my back. Okay, makes sense? All right, guys, thank you very much. Yeah, appreciate you guys being here. Awesome. I'll stick around for a few more minutes if you guys have any questions that you want, but appreciate you guys.
Can we take a picture?
Yeah.
Take a picture, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Sorry about that. Great.
We're trying to get in the middle. We're trying to get in the middle of the side.
Yeah, you guys shift a little. You guys.
Stop. Just hold.
Get in, babe.
Don't fucking spit seven.
Got it.
All right. Thanks, JR.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Hey, one quick question.
Yeah.
When I was coming up, like up to the thing, when am I letting go of this?
The only time you ever let go of that is if in your half turtle.
If what?
If you're in half turtle. So go in half turtle. Keep that right now. Go to half turtle. So here, boom, perfect. Now, at some point, you're going to have to release that to extend your body. So roll over your knees. Perfect, and you'll let go of the arm because you're already away from it.
I'm rolling.
Yeah, exactly. Keeping your elbows in, inside tight positions.
All of these other things I'm
Yep, exactly.
You stop the bicep when you're on top.
Okay, anytime, bro. Yes, sir. That's awesome.
because I've been on your body.
When you're on top, how do you stop them from stopping your bicep?
You can't.
You don't have any like trick or wrap of their arm.
That's what's great about it. Is who's better at pummeling? It's all just a pummel job. Like if I know that you don't want me to grab your bicep, you're gonna pummel inside, and I'm gonna have to re-pummel too. Same pummel. Yeah, same pummel action. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, anytime, brother. Yeah.
Something I struggled with when I was thinking about, you were like saying like control the head and go for hip.
Yeah.
I feel spread out, especially as a skinnier guy, like getting like muscled out and like the razors.
Yeah. So show me what you mean.
So like for like down.
Yep.
Like I have you inside, like you're saying.
Yep. Oh, I'm inside, right?
Flat, yeah, like I have you flat in there.
Oh, am I flat or no?
Yeah, like I do. Like I have like good top side. You're saying.
Okay.
Like I have like the head here.
Yep.
Here.
Yep.
I don't feel very strong here.
Yeah, there's no. If people start doing this, I'll let them. There's nothing here. Is that what you're talking about? A razor?
Like I get like pushed down. Like,
even if I do this, like I'm gonna try to razor you from here. There's nothing.
It's not really there.
There's no submission. The only way there's a submission is if I have my knee inside.
Okay.
I need that space. So let's say you're on your back. People grab my arm all the time. Grab my arm and do what you want to do.
It's not really there.
There's nothing there.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Yeah. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, so you're completely in control when the guy's on their back. Yeah, anytime.
Thanks, JR.
Yeah, anytime, brother. Yeah.
No, Joe got 10 weeks for like $70.
Your list.